नमस्कार नमस्कार, मेरा नाम है राजीव कुमार बजाज यानी आरकेवी और मैं हूं इस वक्त एडवोकेट प्रदीप नामग्याल जी के साथ। प्रदीप जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार।
और प्रदीप जी और मैं हम दोनों हैं नेशन नाउ पर। नेशन नाउ है हमेशा आपके साथ और हमेशा ही आपके साथ रहेगा। आप सबको जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी, वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
प्रदीप जी, क्या है कि महाराष्ट्र में इस वक्त जो स्थिति चल रही है बड़ी असमंजस की स्थिति है हर जगह पर, अगर आप देखें तो।
यस यस, टोटली से।
मराठा आरक्षण, अब जो कुनबी समाज है वो कह रहा है कि यार अब मराठाओं को अगर आप कुनबी डिक्लेयर कर देंगे, जितने भी मराठा हैं सबको कुनबी डिक्लेयर कर देंगे, जो कुनबी समाज को अभी रिजर्वेशन मिला हुआ है वो तो पूरा पूरा कट जाएगा, उनको तो कुछ मिलेगा ही नहीं फिर उसका मतलब जो अभी मिल रहा है। तो आई डिडंट दे थिंक ऑफ ऑल दिस बिफोर और व्हाट? आई मीन एंड बोथ ऑफ देम, मिस्टर देवेंद्र फडणवीस एंड मिस्टर एकनाथ शिंदे went to Delhi. So they do say that the Prime Minister's office is seized of the matter. They're very positive. I hope so. I hope it happens.
You know, a lot of leaders from various communities called the Kunbis, the same as Marathas, and then some of the leaders are showing some official Maharashtra Gazette, government Gazette, where Kunbis and Marathas had been given. तो अलग अलग चीज जो फैल रहे हैं
वो निजाम के वक्त।
Yes, 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 yes. तो ये सब एक चीज है and suicides have been, you know, this is the most, you know, disheartening जो बोलेंगे कि एक आंदोलन चल रहा है and people are getting depressed and committing suicides. In fact, even there was suicide today. Now these kind of things are totally depressing. It shows, I think जहांगीर पाटिल जी ने इशू किया स्टेटमेंट कि हमको जिंदा रह के लड़ना है, मर के लड़ना नहीं।
जी दुरुस्त बात।
They said you all have to stay alive and fight it out. Why should you give your lives for this?
Yes.
Now this is something that is going to spread because anyway, the more we talk about this topic, we have a problem with other broadcasting.
That's right. And the only thing is that all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, you know, people have to understand, you know, where their priorities lie at the end of the day. I mean, you already have a depressed economic situation, you already have a agrarian crisis, the farmers are already suffering. Hey, in fact, come to think of it, Pradeep ji, the only person who showed us a ray of hope and the way forward is our friend Mr. Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, yes.
As to how to deal with it. He actually came up with solutions, that this is the way. And at the moment with us, we have another man, an amazing man. His name, of course, is Advocate Godfrey Pimenta, who also is a very positive man who always comes up with solutions. And at the moment he's with us. Godfrey sahab, namaskar.
Namaskar.
How are you, Godfrey sahab? How are you? Great too.
All well, all well.
Sir, are you back from London? Are you still there? Where are you?
Sir, I am back from London, but at the moment I am in Jhansi.
Wonderful, 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 absolutely wonderful. Are you there for that fair?
Yeah.
Are you there for that fair?
Yeah, we have a St. Jude shrine here,
Yes.
so we have come for a Navina service.
Lovely. I hope you'll pray for us too.
We'll certainly, sir, not only for you, but for the country as well.
Yes. We need all the blessings that we can get from everywhere, especially from St. Jude. That's wonderful. So, Godfrey Saab, this Mhatar Pakhadi business has been going on now for a very long time. In fact, if I remember correctly, it had been declared a heritage precinct. It was actually declared
sir,
a heritage precinct. And so, how are they actually thinking of developing it now? Are they developing it really? I mean, they're going to destroy all that?
Sir, the Mhatar Pakhadi, as you know, has been declared as a heritage precinct way back some 30-40 years ago. Thereafter, the government came with a supplemental scheme declaring the additional heritage structures. Practically every structure which is there, about 60 to 70 bungalows which are there in Mhatar Pakhadi, are protected under the heritage regulations.
Yes.
Now, sir, there are only such a few areas in Mumbai which can boast of rich heritage and culture, and the two such areas which come to mind is Mhatar Pakhadi and Khotachi Wadi in Gurgaon.
Yes, And
Yes,
Kotachiwar,
these
yes.
are the two only areas which have been left intact by the urbanization, ugly urbanization. But sadly, sir, government instead of protecting the heritage structures, giving them some kind of sops in the form of reduction in property tax, is trying to destroy the heritage itself. In a sense, in July 2022 the meeting under the chairmanship of Municipal Commissioner, a high-powered committee, recommended to the state government that Mhatar Pakhadi can be developed as a cluster development.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, cluster development, what happens? Each and every structure which is standing there will be required to be demolished, and ugly skyscrapers will stand in that place. Now, one of the conditions which have been laid under the what is called so-called the recommendation of the high-powered committee, that there has to be environmental impact assessment study to be carried out to find out the load factor and other factors, how is going to impact the city. As it is, the city is getting crowded. More and more, ugly structures are being added. More load on the infrastructure and civic amenity. Why is the government thinking of destroying such a beautiful houses, 400-year-old sir houses? The people of mostly East Indian community have been well settled. There are Maharashtrian, there are Khoja people or Boris as you call. All are well-knit communities settled there for a number of years now. And suddenly the government comes up with this idea of destroying the entire Mhatar Pakhadi. Now, to that effect, the BMC has hurriedly issued a letter of intent on 3rd of October 23 this year to a builder called Shripati Built Infra Heritage Private Limited. Now, the word heritage is there in that. What kind of heritage this company is going to protect is the $1 million question.
Which is
The
absolutely
residents
terrible.
have
Gee, please go on. Please go
absolutely
on.
terrible, sir.
And where is this Mhatar Pakhadi exactly located?
Mazgaon.
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 Okay,
Sir,
okay.
this is a small area where there are virtually once you enter this area, there are Portuguese style tiled houses in the heart of the city.
And a beautiful
Not
church.
only that, there are
And an absolutely
Yes,
wonderful, beautiful church. Really wonderful.
yes,
Yes.
around the road. Church is there. There is a Saint Isabel High School is there.
Yes.
There are heritage tours conducted. The foreigners visit this area to see the heritage, lively heritage of this city. And this government is hell bent on destroying the heritage.
गॉडफ्री
What
साहब
are you going
सॉरी
to
टू इंटरप्ट यू मुझे अभी तक याद है ये 99-2000 की बात है उस वक्त ये बात हुई थी आई स्टिल रिमेंबर बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर माई वाइफ वॉज इन द हेरिटेज कमिटी एंड द recommendation was that especially people in Mhatar Pakhadi and Kotachiwadi, since we are asking them to preserve the heritage element of their area, they should be given further incentives to see to it that it should be preserved, not just in the form of discounts in the property tax, etc., but perhaps a lump sum should be given every year to these places so that people do not suffer because of the fact that they are not building these towers, etc. Godfrey sir.
Sir, absolutely right. The Mumbai Heritage Conservation Committee was justified in recommending because the houses are old, the structures need periodical repairs and renovations,
Yes.
and therefore you need to give some incentive in the form of reduction either in property tax or some special assistance so that this kind of houses. Now, sir, I have visited several places in the world. For instance, in China, if you go in the heart of Shanghai city, there is a 400-year-old village kept intact besides a skyscraper. Now, the foreigners are allowed to visit that. They can have a homestay there. They can enjoy the day tour there. And that heritage is well preserved. Same thing is there in the Hong Kong also and elsewhere also. Now, this kind of preservation efforts are taken by various countries world over. India is also not an exception. Only Mumbai Municipal Corporation looks through the development through the developer's eye and not the common man's what you call Aam Mumbaikars eye. That is the greed for development is going to kill the city rob its heritage of the city. Now,
how big is the area? Godfrey sir, how big is this area out there? It's 67 houses, 60 to 70 houses that you talked. How big is the area?
Sir, could be about 1 acre and odd, because about 40 to 60 to 70 houses are there. Maybe close to anywhere between 1.5 to 2 acres.
Okay.
To that extent.
Okay.
Jay.
Now, sir. Now there is another heritage angle, that is from the freedom point of view. The Kaka Baptista, who was known as he was the colleague of the Lokmanya Tilak. He fought his case in Bombay High Court. He was the only leader from the East Indian community, and he was the first Indian mayor of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. His house is located in this Mhatar Pakhadi. That also how you are going to destroy. So you have no love for your freedom fighters also. It is a very sad state of affairs.
So Godfrey Saab, has the local 60 to 70 houses, they have come together, formed an association? Are they doing something? You are there definitely. As soon as you come from London, you are also directly into agitations, fighting for the rights of the people, the Gautans. Now, have they formed a committee and are they taking up legally all these issues?
Sir, I am guiding them. We are also exploring the legal options. But before that, just to highlight an issue, the developer has made an offer ranging from 1.5 to 2 crore in hard cash to the landowners, as well as 40% extra area over existing area. Despite this lucrative offer given by the developer, none of the property owners, the landowners, are willing to consent to cluster development. Now they are opposing that. In fact, they called me the moment they received the offer from the developer in the first week of October. We have the moment I am back in Mumbai, we are trying to have some kind of a candle march around the Mhatar Pakhadi area. We have invited most of the well-known organization to be associated with this movement to save Mhatar Pakhadi, because there are a lot of enthusiastic people who love heritage. Definitely, I have also been dealing with a lot of students from the architect school.
JJ School of Architecture.
I have a regular. Yes. From Kamla Raija School of Architecture. Last week only they were there with me in Mumbai. So we are trying to get as many as stakeholders possible to join this movement and make this a mass movement to save Mhatar Pakhadi.
Right. Godfrey Saab, this Mazgaon that you are talking about, 1 acre of land, I can see by the visuals that you have shown, they have maintained even the tiles seem to be 40, 50 years old. They have not even changed that. I mean, you have preserved the sanctity, the virgin sanctity that existed, say, around 40, 60, say from independence, the way we can see in the visuals. Now, the local MLAs, the local corporations, have the BMC issued them some kind of notice, because this is what we fear, and what you also should always see, that BMC issuing notices arbitrarily, asking them to vacate, move the place. We want to use this particular things for.
No, but Pradeepji, this is something
symmetry.
even more dangerous. Hang on.
No, I'm asking if they've issued any notices.
No, but hang on a minute. How can a builder give them an offer letter without the BMC having taken all these people into confidence to say that, hey, listen, we are going for cluster development and such builder has been appointed for the same, and you will receive an offer letter from them? Isn't the offer letter itself illegal, Godfrey sir?
Absolutely, sir. This is absolutely illegal. The BMC, the state government and the developer are in hand in glove with each other, because once the cluster development comes there, the builder will get an FSI of 7 to 8. he will make a killing in this whole project.
So which
So
means he'll get
therefore-
towers over here. The towers
Yes.
will be over 30 stories.
No, sir, more than 60 stories.
More than 60 stories. Wow.
Yes,
Isn't that
because
lovely?
that is the development potential.
Really wonderful, sir.
Sir,
Really
that is
wonderful.
the development potential.
And Mazgaon doesn't have any problem with the height restrictions,
No, there
to
isn't.
the airport touch
No,
and
there isn't.
No, sir, absolutely no restriction.
funnel
Absolutely
vision
no
and all those
restriction.
kind of things which you had.
So
Sir,
60-storied buildings,
Sir,
60-storied
let me
buildings will
highlight one other
replace.
issue.
He wants to highlight.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Sir, let me highlight one issue. You must be familiar with the what you call Lower Parel area, sir.
Yes.
The Senapati Bapat Marga, which stretches originates from Mahim right up to what you call Worli,
Yes.
Worli Naka. This road, on either side of this road, there are skyscrapers which have come.
Yes.
Today there is so much of traffic since the buildings have not been occupied. Once the building gets occupied, the traffic in the management will go for toss in the entire area. The same kind of experiment is now being replicated in Mhatar Pakhadi. They have not done any what you call feasibility about the traffic management, etc. The roads remain the same. There is no corresponding increase in the infrastructure. Why are you adding skyscrapers? In the
But
congested
Godfrey
locality?
Sahab, he doesn't mean only about the traffic. Sir, traffic is only one thing. What about the sewage? What about the firefighting potential? Suppose there's a fire in
Yes,
two
yes.
places, one of the buildings will burn down. That's it.
You are right, sir. Absolutely right. This is a totally developer-centric development. This government does not believe in public consultation. You have rightly put out that why has the BMC not consulted the locals before handing over the letter of intent directly to the developer? That this is a letter
Unheard
of
of.
intent.
Unheard of. This is never done. This is totally illegal. Come on.
Even if you're
Sir,
talking
today
about
the
cluster development,
administrator-
Ji,
even
boliye,
if you're talking
boliye.
about cluster development, there has to be some kind of survey being carried out. You just can't arbitrarily go and say,
As Godfrey Sahab
yes,
said,
cluster
Pradeep ji,
development kar lo.
Pradeep ji, as
That
Godfrey,
builder,
as
all out of
Godfrey,
builder also.
as Godfrey Sahab said, there has to be a feasibility report and tenders have to be invited, bids have to be invited. What is the kind of cluster development that you are looking at? What will you do? Nothing. And they've already chosen a builder. Godfrey Sahab, this is what is going on
Yes,
here.
sir. No, this is, I am a...
This
owner
is
of-
robbery. Let's not call it anything else. This is daylight robbery. Let's be very clear.
Sir.
G.
No, it is not a robbery, sir. Robbery, 4 people are required. This is a dacoity. Because more than 4 people are involved in this. The state government, the BMC, the developer. This is a dacoity. You are not bothered about the the welfare of the people, the landowners. They are objecting to this. Their objections are not from now, sir. When a single building was going for redevelopment, people have objected to the
Yes.
all their pleas have fallen on deaf ears. This government does not care about the public opinion. They are there to make money, sir. That is the money is the sole criteria
And we
for the
must just
development.
point out for our viewers' benefit. ये हमारे दर्शकों के लिए it is one of the most beautiful areas of Mumbai. मज़गांव में मथार पकाड़ी जो है वहां पर अगर आप जाएं स्पेशली इन एंड अराउंड द टाइम ऑफ क्रिसमस, अभी नवंबर शुरू हो जाएगा, उसके बाद आप वहां पर जाएंगे, इट सीम्स एज इफ यू हैव एंटर्ड अ फेरी लैंड. It is so beautiful. That entire place is lovely. You get all kinds of food, you get all kinds of different stalls over there. You have those nativity scenes all over the place. It is really and truly beautiful. How can anybody think of destroying that? Godfrey Sahab, that means this is the government of contractors. मतलब यही हो गया ना?
Absolutely, sir. You are bang there, because this is all well coordinated effort between the troika of the state government, the BMC and the developer to destroy the heritage of this city. Why are you making heritage regulations if you have no will to scrap all the laws
That's right. Finish it.
and run a banana republic?
Yes.
I think so.
Absolutely.
No,
I agree with you.
Godfrey ji, yeah, cluster development, even if you declare it a cluster development, you need the consent of all the occupants out there. Now, you say the occupants are like from the late Kaka Baptista, who was himself a very renowned figure where not only the Catholic community but Mumbaikars know him about it. Now, how do you think that the consent of the people are going to be obtained? Because I think, like every Gautan, you might have a problem within the family. A lot of people, the branches down and kuch ka liya, kisi ka nahi liya. You think that kind of all this mana fide things are going to happen out there?
No, sir, there are 100% opposition because none of the owners are willing to consent. They love their houses, they love their heritage, they love their culture. So none of the owners are going to give their consent to the developer. Now the only issue is here, sir, there is a technical hitch in a sense. Some of the plots where the houses are located are given on lease by the collector of Mumbai. So technically,
It is collector's
the
land.
developer may take a consent from the landowner who is the collector.
Yes,
But there is a
yes,
catch
yes.
because this is a leasehold land.
Yes.
The collector has no authority to give the consent for redevelopment. He doesn't hold. But they will use every trick under their belt to see that the developer is somehow favored. But we are going to oppose this tooth and nail. Not only this, sir. Why have a cluster development? We have been demanding separate DCPR, Development Control Promotion Regulation, for Gautams and Koliwadas. Since last 2 or 3 years, nothing has moved from that direction. For the entire 189 Gautams and 40 odd Koliwadas, they only think of specific development where they are going to benefit in terms of monetary benefit. Why is the government acting in a partisan manner? Why can't you have a uniform?
There is only one reason, Godfrey sir. Actually, two reasons.
That is well known, sir.
Actually, two reasons. One, this is prime land. You know that it's Mazgaon. It is prime land. It costs God knows. I don't even want to know the figures. Per square foot कितना है? 1.5 लाख रुपए है कि 1 लाख रुपए मुझे मालूम नहीं कितना है. Number 1. Number 2. This is Christian land. What's going on here? Why are Christians being targeted? That's what I want to know from you. Let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is whether it's Gorai, whether it is this place, whether it is Manori. Why are Christian institutions, Christian villages, East Indian homes, Roman Catholic homes being targeted? Godfrey sir, I would like you to talk frankly, please.
No, sir. Sir, you are absolutely right there. Because the community is seen as a soft target and they are experimenting. Today they have done with Mhatar Pakhadi. Tomorrow they come with other 189 Gautams and Koliwadas. You are trying to destroy the sons of the soil from you are trying to throw the sons of the soil from the city. And we are making a impatient plea to the the parties who want to protect the sons of the soil. We'll be writing to Uddhav Thackeray, the Raj Thackeray, the Congress party, the NCP, all the parties, that if you care for the sons of the soil, the East Indian community is very much Marathi speaking Manus. He should be protected. What have you done for protection of the East Indians? None of the Gautans are protected. Gautans were sought to be declared as slums, but we have fought and ensured that all have been removed from the slum tag. But the danger is still what you call hovering over heads in the form of this kind of cluster development.
Can you tell us a brief about the village? You said some houses are 400 years old. That's, my goodness, that's huge. 400 years old.
Actually, Pradeep ji, there's a mistake there. This is not 200 years old. Actually, it is 400 years old.
400 years.
This entire area is actually 400 years old.
So,
and the church itself is quite old.
Can you just briefly describe, because 400 years old is fascinating. I mean, look at what was there, MAZGAON, that was buzzing town at that particular time, at that era.
Sir, there is a little bit history to this. I will just narrate in brief whatever I know little about the area. The fort area, which was the what is called the prime center of the governance, there was a lot of population within the fort area.
जी
It could not accommodate the growing population of Bombay at that point of time. So as a result, Mazgaon, which was a coastal belt, which was what you call, there was a harbor there, there was a what you call jetty, etc., and all that. This was seen as another land which could be developed. So a lot of people started residing, constructing their houses there. So all these houses are of maybe about 16th century.
Wow.
There is a beautiful structure called Lansdowne. The bungalow is, sir, seen to be believed nowhere, not a single that kind of structure you will find anywhere in Mumbai. It is one of the most beautiful. Now this kind of this thing have these chaps who are sitting in Mantralaya and Mumbai headquarters seen the beauty of this village?
they don't see any beauty anywhere.
They should be taken for a house visit, site visit.
Arey, Godfrey Saab, you are asking them to see the beauty of this place. They cannot even preserve their own building, their heritage building called the BMC building. They can't even preserve that. Whom are you talking about? Godfrey Saab.
No, sir. It is a very pathetic situation today. The governance in the city is sliding day by day. We have the bureaucrats and the politicians from whom the heritage, the culture does not matter. They are only seeing how to make money,
Yes.
and that too in the quickest way. How could on the earth the BMC issue a letter of intent to Shripad Build Infra Heritage Private Limited is the $1,000,000 question which the BMC administrator Mr. I.S. Chail has to answer. Without
which is very
consulting the
strange.
locals, how
I've
can
never
you
heard of such a
decide
thing.
My future. Who are you to decide my future?
But
As to what kind of
Godfrey
development I want?
But Godfrey Saab, you are advocate Godfrey Pimenta. You know the law. How can the BMC commissioner allow such an illegal act to take place under his watch? I really would love to know. What did they think? That this is not going to be challenged? What?
No, sir, we are working towards that. Legality will be tested, but this is just to highlight the issue from your medium, and your channel has always been, espousing the cause of the common man. Thank you for giving us time to
Thank you,
highlight
Godfrey
the
Saab.
issue.
Thank you, Godfrey Pimenta, for bringing this to light. I think the whole city of Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the whole of India should be grateful to people like Godfrey Pimenta, who have always been fighting for those people who cannot fight for themselves. Let's be very clear. Godfrey, we are all so proud of you. I don't even know how to express myself. But what is the next step now, as Pradeep ji asked you right at the beginning?
Sir, we are going to have a candle march,
When?
maybe
When?
first week of November itself to
Wonderful.
highlight the issue. We will try to get as many as stakeholders, including many associations, for this purpose. It will be a massive, I can guarantee you that it will be a massive candle march in and around recent, to be seen in recent times
We'll bring
in
it
South.
and we'll try and bring it live to all of our viewers. Ji,
Sure,
Godfrey
sir.
Saab.
And then Godfrey ji, I wanted to understand one thing. Most of these land, old lands, कोई self-set land है, कोई collector land है, कोई अलग-अलग. So you fear that overnight permissions will be taken from the old owners and the current occupants' NOCs or consent will not be required or something like that?
Sir, their consent is required, but I think so there is some provision under MHADA. I need to examine because I am recently back from outstation. So I will examine that, the pros and cons. We will not easily allow this kind of development, lopsided development happen in city, which will destroy the heritage. If
It will destroy the city, not just the heritage.
We will approach the Prime Minister's office and see whether the intervention can be done, that this kind of heritage is being destroyed under the nose of the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. They are least bothered of Mumbai.
Godfrey साहब, ये सिर्फ एक छोटी सी जगह का ये मसला नहीं है. मथार पकाड़ी का ये सिर्फ इसका मसला नहीं है, ये पूरे शहर का मसला है. और यहाँ पर आप टावर बना देंगे 60-60 62 मंजिल की आप यहाँ पे टावर बना देंगे. वी डू नॉट हैव फायर फाइटिंग फैसिलिटीज. We do not have enough water for these places. We do not have enough parking for these vehicles that will be there. And as you said, where are all these vehicles going to go? Where are all these cars going to go? At the end of the day, they'll all have to meet on the road. Where is the space?
And the example of Senapati Bapat Marg
Yes.
is perfect example.
That's
you
right.
go there and you know that this whole area is so strangulated. You find choked up there.
That's right. I mean, it's terrible, absolutely terrible. But really and truly, we must praise you again.
Not only
Boli-
it is
boliye, sir.
regulated, but the pollution also is killing the people there.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
In the high rise.
एब्सोल्युटली. तो कहने का मतलब ये हुआ, गॉडफ्री साहब करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, कहने का मतलब अगर आप इसको जरा हिंदी में बोल दें तो अच्छा रहेगा, तो थोड़ा सा मराठी में भी बोल दीजिए, सब लोग समझ पाएंगे. कहने का मतलब ये हुआ गॉडफ्री साहब, गॉडफ्री पेमेंटा इस वक्त हमारे साथ हैं, एडवोकेट गॉडफ्री पेमेंटा, कि मधार पकाड़ी के खिलाफ जो अभी हो रहा है और उसके पहले न जाने कितनी जगह पर और हुआ, जैसे आपने कहा कि गौठन को स्लम डिक्लेयर करने की भी एक साजिश थी जिसके खिलाफ आप लोगों ने बहुत बढ़िया आंदोलन चलाया, सब कुछ किया आपने. मतलब मुंबई शहर के जितने भी धरोहर हैं उन सबको खत्म करने की ये साजिश है, टू डिस्ट्रॉय द कैरेक्टर ऑफ मुंबई एंड टर्न इट इनटू समथिंग रियली अगली एंड हॉरिबल. दैट्स व्हाट इज बीइंग डन. गॉडफ्रे साहब, अगर हिंदी और मराठी में कुछ थोड़ा समझाएं प्लीज.
हाँ सर हिंदी में कहूंगा.
जी बोलिए सर.
इनका प्लान है कि बम्बई को शंघाई बनाने का. जितने भी मतलब यहाँ पे जो जगह बची है, जितने भी मतलब जगह थी, वो सब अभी मतलब वहाँ पे मकान बन गए हैं. अभी जो बचे कुचे जो मकान है, जो हेरिटेज है, जैसे कि पूरे मतलब दक्षिण मुंबई आप जाएंगे तो सब पुराने मकान है, 40 सिस्टम है, उनको खत्म करके वहाँ पे सब टावर लाना है सर. आज जो मुंबई के जो एरिया है सर, 437 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर है. इस इतने छोटे क्षमता के अंदर आपने कम से कम 2 करोड़ आबादी बसाई है. अगर ये पुराने मकान आप गिरा के वहाँ पे एक बड़ी मंजिली अगर इमारत बनाना चाहते हैं तो उसका ऊपर असर मुंबई का जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है उसके ऊपर पाया जाएगा सर. यहाँ पे पीने की पानी की क्षमता अपने को बढ़ानी पड़ेगी. जो मलबा और कचरा निकलता है उसकी व्यवस्था करने के लिए भी हमारे पास अभी जगह बची नहीं है. जो मुलुंड डंपिंग ग्राउंड है या तो जो बाकी के डंपिंग ग्राउंड है उनकी भी क्षमता अभी खत्म हो गई है. तो ये इसका मतलब सरकार ने कोई विचार विनिमय किया नहीं है. जो प्रदूषण सिटी के अंदर बढ़ रहा है, तापमान बढ़ रहा है, ज्यादा पेड़ लगाने चाहिए, उसके ऊपर कोई मतलब क्लाइमेट एक्शन.
सर पेड़ तो काट रहे हैं सर, पता नहीं कितने हजार पेड़ और काटने जा रहे हैं.
और सर अभी आर्य मिल कॉलोनी में इन्होंने एक नया प्लान, मास्टर प्लान कि अभी
प्लीज गो अहेड सर. गॉडफ्रे साहब from Jhansi, I think perhaps the network is gone. But really, Godfrey has been doing absolutely wonderful.
उसका भी अपने प्रोग्राम करना पड़ेगा कि आ रहा है इसके अंदर ऐसे मतलब
जी
सर देयर इज इसके अंदर पॉलिटिकल विल नहीं है. इनको मतलब पॉलिटिकल विल नहीं है. ये इनको सत्ता में कम से कम दिन में ये रह के अपना जेब कैसा भर सकते हैं, यही इनका एक ध्येय होता है. इनको पब्लिक की कोई पड़ी नहीं है. और मतलब
सर चुनाव आने वाले हैं.
हाँ
गॉडफ्रे साहब चुनाव आने वाले हैं. इलेक्शंस हैव टू बी फाइनेंस्ड, तो कैसे करोगे?
सर चुनाव में सिर्फ खाली लॉलीपॉप दिए जाते हैं, उसके ऊपर अमल होता नहीं है. पब्लिक मतलब थोड़ा मतलब पब्लिक ने भी इसके ऊपर विचार करना चाहिए कि हम लोग हमारा जो रहन सहन जो है बम्बई में दिन भर दिन बिगड़ते जा रहा है. मतलब इट इज बिकमिंग इम्पॉसिबल टू स्टे इन द सिटी.
But we are with you in this fight, Godfrey Pementa साहब. All of us are with you in this fight.
सर जब तक जिएंगे तब तक लड़ेंगे सर.
Absolutely, and that's all that one can expect of anybody. Thank you very much, Godfrey Pementa ji. All the very best to you.
Sir.
Namaskar.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. That was Godfrey Pementa साहब talking about the Mhatar Pakhadi
Mhatar Pakhadi and then
a village in Mazgaon.
कोटाचीवाड़ी
कोटाचीवाड़ी अलग है सर,
अलग अलग तो एक के बाद एक एक के बाद एक के बाद एक
और and there are
गावठन जाएगा
189 गावठन है सर,
Yes.
189 वो भी जाएंगे अब सारे के सारे। कहने का मतलब ये हुआ, बस आप बिल्डर को लाइए, सारे पुराने गांव तोड़िए, उसके ऊपर आप बिना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के बारे में सोचे आप नई सुएज लाइन आपको ले करनी है। अभी भी आपकी सुएज चोक्ड है, आपकी जो हमारी जो वाटर सप्लाई की जो लाइन है वो और सुएज लाइन मिल जाती है। नोबडी बॉदर्स अबाउट दैट। इन आरए one of the best decisions taken by the MVA was to declare RA a forest and shift that damn thing, that metro shed over to Kanjurmarg. But what has happened over there, you can see for yourself, and in fact there are going to be more trees which are going to be cut in RA, which is absolutely terrible. But let's not get started on that. Once I get started on that, I will not stop. And,
no,
and
7
it is
STPs,
terrible.
we need to know from the environmentalists what are the 7 STPs का क्या हुआ. Having the basic things जो है कि at least हम प्रदूषित चीजों को रोके समंदर के अंदर जाने से, and the amount tons and tons of plastics pushed out to the seas on the.
And what about the trees,
mangroves
Pradeep ji?
and-
What about the trees? What about the thousands of trees which have already been cut? I mean,
Trees are being cut and rest are being destroyed.
and the rest are being destroyed. The AQI has gone up of Mumbai. Mumbai will very shortly become as bad as